Efrem, as he will explain, has been very heavily involved in lots of different aspects of co-producing within the commissioning cycle. I'm a participation officer that works in Islington, but I'm going to hand over to Efrem to lead the presentation, and at the end there will be time for questions, which will both encourage general discussion within the two. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Efrem Semereab. I was looked after by Islington until the age of 18, and left care at 18 when I was 24. I work in Islington with young people in participation with organisation. So I kind of work with looked after young people, care leavers. So today I'm going to talk about commissioning and how young people are being involved in that organisation. So I was involved in about 3 or 4 commissioning process, and I also sit in panels recruiting workers, social workers, and foster carers, and that kind of those kind of people. So Islington has kind of recognised that involving young people works for them, and it works for their benefits, that young people can benefit from involving with service, whether it's sitting in a panel or kind of getting their voice heard and voicing their opinions and anything to do with their care service, and even within the whole council and local authority. Basically, young people always have a say in how things are run. So the way young people contribute to that is that by being involved, we bring the creative aspects to the whole service, and we bring the fun aspects to that as well. But basically, is better engagement with professionals and young people, since young people will be involved in shaping the service. So this is one example where I was involved in commissioning. So a few years ago we had our giving care service run by a charity called Shaftesbury, and it wasn't working as effectively as they wanted, so they wanted to bring it in-house. So they kind of met up with young people, including myself, who were service users, and they had a person called, so she was like a commissioner, a lead commissioner. So she came to us and talked about what the council was thinking, and what young people thought about bringing the service in-house. So we looked at the benefits and the challenges that comes with bringing the service in-house. So young people had a lot of say in actually deciding whether it would benefit the young people or not. So because we thought that bringing it in-house will make things smooth. So especially the transition where young people turn 16. So it's a process where they prepare to leave care. So the transition will be more smoother if it was in-house. So the social workers can work with our social workers within the council. So it will be more smoother. So it works for young people. So we thought that if we were involved from the beginning as well, we can own the service. Well, we thought that we have some ownership over the new service that will be coming in-house. So yeah, there was a lot of discussion, and we thought that our voice was quite strong, and I think our voice was heard in that process. And we came up with the name of Independent Futures. So they said, oh, since you guys are kind of heavily involved in this, you guys should choose the name for the new service. And young people had a number of names, possible names, and the most popular one was Independent Futures. So it's now known as Independent Futures as opposed to the Living Care Team Service. this is another kind of service that is being commissioned by Islington, but this is run by a charity called Actions for Children. So they work with independent visitors and advocacy services. I was involved in choosing that organisation called Actions for Children again. But how, with this example, I'm going to talk about how we monitor them. So we monitor them by meeting them every 3 months. So they send us a report of how they've been involved in independent visitors. For those of you who don't know what they are, there's volunteers, a group of professional volunteers who want to work with looked after young people, that they want to give their time once a month or once every 2 weeks to go visit them and just do your normal stuff and just remain their friends during their stage of growing up until the age of 18. Because I had an independent visitor when I was young, when I was 14 to 18. So it was right for me to be involved in this because I was kind of, I know what the process is and I know what great independent visitors are and how young people can benefit from them. So, and obviously advocacy service as well, I've used that service and there were a number of young people who were involved in that as well. So what they do is they send us a report of how things have been going for the past 3 months, and we look at all the cases and we kind of analyze them, and if we got any questions, we prepare, we write them down, other young people, and when the manager and coordinator come to us, we arrange a meeting. When they come, we question them on things that we weren't happy with or on things that were going well and things that are not going well based on the report, and if we've got any questions, we freely kind of question them and ask and have a discussion with them basically. And if you've got any recommendations, we kind of tell them we should start doing this or start doing that, and we have action plans. And it happens every 3 months, so it's quite a consistent process and it's been going really well. So I was involved in all of that through this participation organisation called CASE, and that stands for Children's Active Involvement Service. It's been running for about 9-10 years now. It's coming up to 10 years, and I was involved for about 8 years with CASE. CASE works with 7 to 25 years old who are looked after, all care leavers. So it's divided into 2 groups, under 14 and 14 to 16, 16 to 25. So 2 different age groups basically. And what they do is, what the aims are, they aim to give young people, get the young people's voice heard, and also young people can have a say in the way services are run, and also young people can feel that they can meet other people who are in the same situations as them, so they can exchange ideas and views. And so CASE has its own logo, so it's kind of the logo of CASE is known for the whole local authority, the whole council, everyone knows it. So if they want to talk to young people, they know that they have a base as well. We have a base, we have a venue, that's ours, and so young people friendly, young people designed. That's where young people meet at least 3-4 times a week. And so the older young people can have a chat with the young ones, kind of exchange ideas and views. We have panel meetings that happens every month, and then list of projects that go on throughout the whole month. So yeah, that CASE basically has formal meetings, projects like monitoring, commission, sitting in panels and stuff. Also, we engage the young people by offering them fun stuff, activities. Whether it's movie night, we have once a month, and half terms we tend to take the young ones to kind of day trips and stuff like that, and get their views and see how things are running. We have surveys and questionnaires. So make sure that we get the young people's views and inputs on that. And I myself is the chair of Islington Council, so I meet with the senior managers and the director of the local authority. So I represent the young people's voice by being involved with them. As a service user myself, I can go and have a chat with the managers and director. So it's kind of bridging the gap between young people and professionals. So yeah, that's pretty much how we involve young people. And there's also incentives, not just the free trips and stuff, but also for people that come into the meetings, we offer them vouchers. So like £5 or £10, depending on the age, for a meeting. So young people always ask about what is in it for them. So that's if I was to call a young person and say, "Oh, do you want to come to this meeting?" and it's going to be working for people. It's going to be focused on foster carers, for example. They will say, "Oh, what do I get out of it?" And one of the things is that we tell them the vouchers or incentives that they get. On top of that, young people have told us all the time that they've got references from the managers, obviously by standing up and talking in front of people, doing workshops and trainings, kind of gain skills. So that is good for their CV, for young people's CV. Improves confidence. Young people felt that they benefited from the services now because they've been involved in them and they've got no one else to blame when things are not going wrong, when things are going wrong because they've kind of been involved in choosing the services themselves. I think young people have said they made informed decisions once they've been involved in how services are run, and they know about their entitlements and their rights, so they know where to go if they're happy about certain things. So there was over time, I've been involved for about 8 years, so young people have said that they feel more positive about the service now. They know if they are unhappy about certain services, they could complain or talk to managers or senior managers, and there's a formal way of doing that. They can come and talk to us, and we probably take them with us to corporate parenting meetings, or that's what we attend, where directors and all senior managers meet up, and we have a seat in that, so we sit down and talk to them. Yeah, so this is how, this is some of the benefits that young people get, and there's plenty more as well that I will mention there. Yeah, so involving young people is a work in progress. So definitely, it doesn't just happen, because I remember when we tried to establish this case about 6-7 years ago, we did have a lot of young people attending it, and no one was funding it at one point, and so it's always shaping and changing, but once it's up and running, I think it benefits everyone, not just the young people, professionals as well, so they feel more positive about how you see the young people, and so there's better communication as well. So yeah, so definitely it's working. So we encourage anyone who works with young people to involve young people and how they work. Thank you.